Let's try this again. What is up, YouTube? ODST General back again. So I started this video, I had my mic muted, unfortunately, so I kind of ruined my beginning a little bit. Anyways, I started to record because our orangutans had their first baby. And I don't know where he's gotten off to. There he is in the corner. So little Ningrat, terrible name, we'll have to rename him, has been born. He is, well, I'm saying he is, she's actually female. I haven't even had a chance to look at her or anything, so just born. She was born to our second female orangutan, Malathi, who hasn't been renamed Beta yet, just because I couldn't be bothered to do that. Unfortunately, all of our orangutans are getting kind of old here. Beta's past elderly. Berwyn's right on the border of being elderly right here, as you can see. Oh, excellent. Beta's pregnant. That's fantastic. I didn't realize. That is cool. So yeah, we have Malathi here, who's Beta 2. Should let her keep her name just because she finally mated, but so did Beta 1, so I guess it doesn't matter. So it seems that improving the social aspect of their welfare has helped a great deal in the breeding. They tried to breed several times and just were not successful. I ended up expanding out on all these walkways and stuff, finally expanding this to a tolerable level. It's still not perfect, but it's enough so that they're all green on social, where they were red before. So they're at 82% social welfare. I could probably even get it out the rest of the way. I just need like 20 more meters, like square meters of walkable pathing for them, so I might do that real quick. In fact, how tall is this thing here? That is kind of not a super great to do this, but okay, there we go. We're going to try and make this a little bit more suitable for them to have the rest of that climbing space that they need. So we're going to just go ahead and expand all this stuff out. Got some diseases and stuff getting researched, so trying to get that out. I mean, as you guys may have seen, depending on when I started this, my PFAL exhibit had some disease issues, so trying to kind of combat that too. Not sure what they'd gotten. It's pretty safe to assume it's not FIP. Got some ostriches and stuff maturing here. I need to take care of that real fast too. They're alpha. We've gotten a new alpha male ostrich, and this is a male as well. We've got a new female too? Female was old. No, this guy was born. He was born in this pen, but he's our new alpha male. We ended up selling our other one off because he was elderly. The previous female beta, has been removed as well. She was purchased off the market. Her stats aren't super great, but they're still pretty good, so I decided to go with her because she was pretty cheap. Honestly, if I'd spent a little bit more money, it probably would have been worthwhile too, just because they pay for themselves really in the long run. We've expanded out too. We've got a second PFAL exhibit over here. A couple of these were born over here. I bought the male off the marketplace, took 2 of the female infants from here and put them over here, so that way they can kind of breed, and I can kind of interchange these two hopefully now and just swap back and forth. I'm not sure if that'll work, but hopefully if, say, like, this one I think is maybe, oh, that's male. Fortunately, all the infants look the same. These are all male. That's ridiculous. Okay, so like, say Kiara here's, you know, matured. I can maybe transfer her to this one here with this guy and just swap back and forth as need be. I don't have to worry about purchasing new ones off the marketplace. I can just swap them between the pens, hopefully, to keep them from having interbreeding, even though they kind of are, as far as like grandparents and stuff like that go. Hopefully that'll allow me to avoid that. Looks like we got a couple more ostriches that matured, so let's go ahead and get rid of them. So yeah, our orangutans, that's a great situation though that they're breeding, they're having infants. We'll probably keep these guys in here until they pass away. I mean, really, any chance that they might potentially have another infant or something's good. I mean, the beta one is terrible stats. I mean, she's got a ton of appeal because of the rarity of the orangutans, but I mean, you know, the actual like breeding capabilities and stuff is just complete garbage. Huh. This thing said she was pregnant, but I'm thinking she's maybe not. Expecting offspring. Okay. Well, it says she's expecting offspring. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Let's call a vet. I want to have him come check out, see what's going on with her, make sure there's nothing wrong. I doubt it. I doubt I'll find anything or anything will happen. But let's play it safe. Let's see what happens if we do call the vet. We're gonna spin this round too. And we're going to extend this one out. Get a little bit more space again. And bring this up here. And bring it down. And that doesn't look quite right, so we're going to move this over just a teeny bit more. Drop it down. That looks much better. I know I said I don't care much about looks, but I kind of care about looks, especially now that we've got orangutans breeding. That's the important thing, really, out of this situation. Need a lot more room to give them climbable area here. Could do is we're going to expand this out, extend this, swing this back, and swing it down like that. And we're going to just line this up like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. I like that. I don't think they can climb these trees at all, but if they can, this will give them an opportunity to climb these trees a little bit different way. If not, they can just hang out up on these logs. So, you know, hopefully they get some use out of this stuff here. And we're gonna move the tree itself. There we go. That looks half decent. Not amazing, not perfect, but decent. And we're gonna expand this one out once more, and we're gonna try and connect it to this other tree. Okay. Yeah, we had to move the tree, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. That connects there. Like I said, more walking space, which is always welcome. So lots of climbing room for our orangutans here. Both of them ended up in a box. That's not really ideal. We need to get Beta 2 out of that box. Time in the box is time not breeding, which seems to me pretty likely, unfortunately, to happen. Berwyn here is getting pretty old. He's not elderly yet, but he's like right on the cusp of it. According to this, he's not close. But his stats aren't super great, so I'm not really confident about the outcome with him. I wish there was a way to check to see if she was actually pregnant or not, because the one thing's saying she is. I feel like they're... Oh, okay, yeah, had offspring. Yeah, she was elderly, but she had offspring. That's good. I felt like there's a way to check that, but I can't remember. Yeah, we got two orangutan babies here. Ningrat and who's our other one? Romlin. These are just terrible, terrible names for these guys. Oh wow, he's actually got better stats than most of them. That's so weird. And Nimrat's stats are actually really good too. What the heck? Why are your stats so good? I'm happy about it. I'm thrilled, but it's unexpected. You know, you're my meal ticket, aren't you? You're going on the marketplace later on, I think. One of these two is going to have to. Try and keep the other one for breeding, really, is the smart thing to do. Smart thing to do would be keeping that female, because her stats are so good, because she would be worth a lot of money. Actually, 100% fertility. Yeah, if that keeps, I think I'll actually keep her. We'll get rid of him. He's going to be worth pretty good money, too, with 66% fertility. Just based off the orangutans and stuff I've seen on the marketplace, but I think we'll keep her. And just to make sure I don't get rid of her, we're going to rename her now. Because it's going to be really useful having her. Oh, they're playing together. Stand in the same spot there. Oh, come on guys, I wanted to take a screenshot. You're going to go separate ways like that? How you going to be like that? Saw that. You can't undo that. Yeah, I can't unsee it. But yeah, you can see I was pretty lazy setting these up. I literally just stacked them on top of each other. Otherwise, if I'd taken the time, I would have lined them all up so it was like one level platform. But it kind of works. I kind of like how it raises up. It does look kind of cool with these kind of raising up in a spiral, but I would try to line them up a little bit more evenly, and everything had it taken a bit more time to do this. Stop that. Get out of that box. We don't have time for this. Hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. I've got a noise gate going here, and I'm not sure how that's going to work with the video and everything. So, given that we did have those two bursts, I really want to release this video, so I might release even if the audio quality is not really ideal with this, but it really depends on how good or bad it turns out. I'm hoping the audio quality ends up being pretty good, but I'm not really thinking it's going to be, because I've never really messed with my noise gate before, but there's just so much background noise from my computer. I need to really need to get my computer off the desk and set it up somewhere else, but I don't ever foresee that actually happening, at least not in the near future, that is. We're going to raise our prices up. Prices are really high for the zoo. I'm really surprised. The zoo was never intended to be like a big guest attraction zoo, at least not once I decided to make it a breeding zoo. Originally, of course, I wanted a lot of guests, but I don't know. For some time now, the whole goal is just like, hey, we need conservation points, and the easiest way to do that is to just have these guys breed like crazy. So, it's nice to see it, but it is a big hassle, because that means I've got to do guest management and stuff like that, and I've got to worry about the income I'm getting, whether or not that's going to disappear because I have guests leaving and unhappy. That's never been an issue for me, but apparently a lot of people have had issues with that, where guests are leaving unhappy and getting refunds as they leave. Let's go to exhibit trade. Let's sell off all these exhibit animals that we stuck in here. We have a whole bunch of them we need to get rid of. It'd be nice if I could just get rid of all of them. Apparently I have 100 of these guys in here. Oh, nope, they didn't. I was gonna say they did fix it so that you can just do that. Good looking money though. Money to be made with these exhibit animals, these small exhibits. I mean, a lot of these aren't very good stats either. Or not even like statted at all, or no appeal at all. Give me some issues there. Down to 28. We're getting there. So they announced a new pack. I think they said it's expected to release on the 19th? That can't be right. I've got my dates confused, but it's going to be like an Arctic pack. It's going to have new decorations as well as 4 new species of animals. The new species are reindeer, polar bear, doll goat, which is like a rammed, or doll sheep, which is like rammed, or horn sheep, not ram sheep, but like a horn sheep with like spiral horns. And what was the last one? Oh, Arctic Wolf was the last one. So pretty cool sounding pack. I'm kind of excited for it. I don't know if I'll be getting it right away when it comes out or not. Definitely like to though, because the animals in there sound really cool, especially the polar bears and the Arctic wolves are probably gonna be pretty neat. One of the other changes they're gonna be making is how the alpha system works. So basically, there's alpha fights now, but the animals just keep fighting for alpha status. That will still happen in some species where they don't like having multiples, but then others, once the alpha's decided, like they won't fight anymore. They'll just follow the alpha, the dominant one. I don't know how that'll affect it with like pups and stuff coming up, if the pups will be subservient right away, or if they'll have to fight, or if each one's gonna fight, or if like the first one that fights, another animal comes in if the one's already assigned alpha. If the other one's going to want to fight it. I'm not really sure how that'll work. That's probably been detailed out somewhere, but I'm not sure myself. Go ahead and say hello here. Rated earn conservation points. I feel like I've greeted more than the maximum. I wonder if they did a patch that increased the maximum number of conservation, or if they got rid of the maximum even, maybe? That'd be kind of neat. Look at this tree. It's right there. So, yeah, things are going pretty good right now. What time are we at? We're at 21 minutes. So I'm thinking we might wrap it up here, though, because we've gotten our babies. You guys got to take a look at those guys. You know, we did some editing of their exhibit and everything. It's not really a big thing. You know, it's not quite what I was hoping to do with the channel, but there's a lot of people who are doing much cooler builds than me, and honestly, I'm just trying to get to a point on this where I can start really making some good conservation points. If I can get this breeding program up with these orangutans here and start selling them off and getting them out potentially to my other zoos even to get them breeding over at these other zoos too, that would be fantastic. I think this Beta 3, wherever she's off at, is going to be our key to that. Yep, because with her 100% fertility is fantastic. Even if a male that we get doesn't have amazing stats, should still be pretty good. Now, my primary concern here is the fact that it's going to take her years to get to adulthood. I don't know what it's going to be looking like as far as any males that are going to be on the marketplace. I can check now. I mean, it might not hurt to check now to get a different male and see what we have available. But if nothing's available now, maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. It could really go either way. Why are you in? Can I not? I don't know why this ostrich is in here. Then storage. I suspect though that they were actually in quarantine maybe and just didn't get moved. So we need to get rid of that. We need Bornean orangutan. And we need to change that from female to male. Let's see what the stats in these males look like. So it's pretty miserable in a lot of instances. So 18 years and 19 years. Fertility and longevity are pretty good. I think those guys are Way to go. Alright guys, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I just gotta sell this last mail. I don't know why I moved or purchased a mail. I must have been thinking I needed him for this exhibit and then just changed my mind, or I'd forgotten that he was in there, obviously. So nonetheless guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.